good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
We are in Oklahoma.
We are. It looks familiar.
It does. Kind of feels like home.
It does.
So this morning, though, we're going to Medicine Park. When we were here and younger, Medicine Park was kind of much neglected.
Yeah, it used to be that the old Plantation down here, which was a restaurant where we actually went to eat night before last when we got here,
right,
with my sisters and their husbands. Now it's a nice little restaurant.
And the whole town is being revamped,
rejuvenated,
it's getting a new facelift, and we're going to show some of the things that are happening. A lot of new houses coming in around Medicine Park. It was really fun. We went there and ate, last night?
Monday night.
Yeah, Monday night. Okay.
Yeah. And it was lovely.
And now they have a new aquarium.
They have an aquarium that's going in. That there used to be an old skating rink there above the water, and they have it now for like a music venue or something where they have events and stuff. So we'll be showing you some pictures of that.
Years ago, long before us, the creek, the whole creek there had been dammed up, and they used it for a swimming pool. Gigantic swimming pool, and it was so popular. And this would be in the 20s and 30s.
Yep.
And people came from all over the country and would spend time there. So now we're excited to see that they're kind of fixing it back up.
Yeah, and who even knows, we may get to mirrors before this is all over.
Oh my goodness.
Which would be interesting too. So anyway, we'll be showing you some of Medicine Park. It'll be fun. Ooh, this is out here on Lake Latonya. Isn't it pretty? Okay, we're driving around here on the edge of Lake Latonya. And I love this area. I love the way the land is.
And there's the
beautiful lake. There's Lake Latonya right over there. Lots of trees and stuff along here. But
you see all the...
Here's a little... Oh, shoemaker. See that? Oh, careful where you... Oh, that's a big old... Okay. So this is Lake Latonya, and right over here, it's covered with a cloud today, is Mount Scott. And it is has a road going up to the top of it, and when we were kids, our classes would usually come up here once or twice a year and hike up to the top of the mountain, and then the bus would or car would come up to the top and pick us up and carry us back down. We'd have a picnic and all that. And it was a popular place. At night you can drive up there and look out and see the lights of all around, and it's really quite a pretty place. Okay, there aren't a lot of changes in our area down here since we were here, but there is one pretty significant one, and that is all these windmills out here. I don't know if you can see them or not. On the landscape, there are a bunch of these wind generators because the wind blows. Okay. So here we are coming into Oklahoma's first cobblestone community, Medicine Park. And you will see that a lot of the old buildings that were originally built here were built out of cobblestone, and they were kind of in ruin. There's one. But now they're starting to restore a bunch of these, and they're building some nice homes up here as well. But the cobblestone ones are kind of what they're famous for here. So we're coming in from a back way, so you can't really see the town yet, but you can hear the rapids in here. Oh my.
Well, there's all of this infrastructure, the stairs and the sidewalks and everything are very old. And this was all developed many, many years ago, and we'll show you a lot more, but a lot of interesting things. We don't know exactly where they came from. I'll have to look at the history on this, but these rocks are so beautiful to me. But then you have cobblestones. These are cobblestones, and you'll see a lot of the houses will be made out of cobblestones. I love this place. I love Oklahoma, but I just love America. I'm proud to be an American. This little path is just so cute with the little street lights down here. Some of you may not be familiar with snakes. Some of you might be, and you can tell me what this is. I know. You can tell me. There's several snakes here. Here's a big cottonmouth. Get her back. Get her back. Here's a big cottonmouth right down here. It's called a cottonmouth water moccasin. See if we can get close enough to him to see him a little bit. There he went into the water. Now there was a great big one that was right down here, and he just went into the water before I could get a picture of him. But there's quite a few along here right now. Well, this little walkway is super nice, and the water is just gorgeous right now. Look at all the ducks over there. See, the water's been up here in the last few days.
Yep. This water is right here to the edge.
Yeah. And look at these big old leaves they've pushed down into the concrete when this was poured. A lot of handprints. And a whole lot of, looks like bird prints, but it looks like turkeys maybe. Such a beautiful little walk here, baby. Okay, are you ready to go back? Oh, yep. By the way, up here, you'll see this later, but this is the old skating rink right up here.
That's the back side of it.
That's the back side of it.
Come on, Maisie, this way.
And here's a walk bridge across the creek. Pretty nice. And there's my favorite girl right there. In fact, she's my favorite person in the whole wide world. Yeah, that water's been up here in the last day or two. This is beautiful here, but we have to tell you that we've never seen the water this deep, right in this particular spot. I guess we just haven't come at the right time. And these waterfalls up here right now are so gorgeous. I've enjoyed them so much this morning. And this is the little town of Medicine Park, Oklahoma. Well, it's not the little town. This is before you get to the town, actually. It's about another, it's about another 1/8 of a mile from where our car is parked up there, or 1/4 of a mile to the middle of what they call town. It's another place where the water's been up across the sidewalk in the last few days.
They have a lot of events here, you know. Almost every weekend they have some kind of event.
Such as?
Bluegrass festivals and art shows and all kinds of stuff like that, is what I hear. And they have a lot of little shops that are open during that time, like olive oil, flavored olive oil shops, and pottery, and all kinds of things, soaps. Okay, so we'll look around and see what we see.
Yes, ma'am. We sure will. Now the dog doesn't seem too concerned, but there are a lot of snakes out right now because they've been run out of their homes down on the lower levels. So when I first came up, there were 3 big snakes. Debbie's a little concerned. Did you enjoy that, babe?
That was beautiful. Okay, there you are. Oh, saw artillery shell, which we're pretty sure came from Fort Sill, since we're really close to Fort Sill.
And you can see that the houses they're putting up now, because I'm sure they can't find enough cobblestone, so they're starting to do a lot of wood structure on top of the old cobblestone. But this entire little town was built with this red cobblestone. Now, there's a couple that have no roofs or anything, and this is what a lot of them used to look like. But I'm sure they're going to restore this as much as possible. Mm-hmm. And then here's the little town starting down here. Right here's the old, this is the old skating rink right here, and now it's a music venue.
They have music and events in there, music hall.
Yeah. The music hall.
But it was a place to go skating when we were teenagers, and then this down here was where they swam.
It's a $500 fine to remove a cobblestone.
I'm not taking one.
From
I'm
Medicine
not about
Park.
to take one. They would lose part of their charm sitting in the bus instead of out here where they belong. There's the old plantation. That's where we went to eat dinner the other night.
This is the old plantation.
Great. Really good chicken fried steak.
Just good eats.
Yep.
Oh, we talk about eating, and look where I pull in.
Are you going in to eat?
So to me, a lot of the charm of this place, which I think it is a charming place, are the fact that so many of the things are just old. They were built a long time ago. They've been maintained somewhat. This old rubber ducky. But the snack shops and all the little columns that they have, they've taken and built them up around their trash cans, and then you have these little columns, and of course there's the old Plantation Restaurant right there. We'll just take a look at that. And this is the area where this was all a swimming area, and most all the stuff is original. All these tables and everything were actually constructed, I believe, in the 20s. There was so much activity here. This was a hopping place. Now you can see they're starting to rebuild, and most of those houses down there do have some cobblestone facade or walls, but they built on top of those walls. This is always a waterfall. I've swam here several times. When this was a ghost town, there were just very few people living in this town. When I was a kid and would come through here, 17, 18 years old, and all of this up here is the swimming area here, all the way up over here. There, I'll have to find some old pictures, but there were hundreds of people would be in here swimming at any one time. Just a really, really cool place. But now they don't want you swimming anymore, I guess. So it looks like during the summers, I'm sure right now they wouldn't want you swimming, and not sure would want to with as much water is coming through here. But it looks like it's $2 per person per day to come down here and swim now. So they have opened it back up for swimming, which is pretty nice. So $2 to the swimming area, that direction. Swim at your own risk. Well, I think anytime you swim, you're pretty much swimming at your own risk. So they have a caution tape up right now because it's pretty obvious that that the water has been up over all this area in the last few days. So that's why they would have the caution tape up. You can see it's all still very wet. But it's starting to go down now. And look here, some rose bushes with a beautiful rose coming out right there. Is that not cool? So if you take a look at all the swimming area here, it is very large. It is definitely a lake and not just a swimming pool.
Okay, here we are in Medicine Park. There's Mrs. Chadwick's Bakery over there. We haven't had anything to eat yet today, so
that sounds good.
Sounds good. There's some redneck candles. That's pretty cool. Small Mountain street tacos and cobble scones. Haha. Coffee and pastry. See, they're fixing up a lot of these little houses and things and making them into little stores, but I was told that they're mostly open on the weekends. Over here on this side is an outdoor venue.
Post office.
Thing. Yep.
Medicine Park.
There's the post office. And there's the Plantation Inn. And we just go up here. I think to get to the aquarium, we just go straight ahead right where we are. Oh, no through traffic, so I guess you're gonna go left right here. Oh, look at that little sign. Yeah, I remember that sign.
This used to be the entry. And now it's not used, really. Sign against this fence said fisherman parking all along here.
Oh, this is all fisherman parking.
Fisherman parking.
Fisherman parking. All right, that's pretty cool.
And then here's a secondary dam right here, babe.
Yeah.
With a little porta potty. Got some egrets sitting there.
Some egrets. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Medicine Creek trout area.
Fish hatchery.
Not trout season right now. I think that's the road we go on to find the aquarium.
Okay, well I'm going back through town.
And this is the fish hatchery down here.
Okay, you can kill it, please.
Creek olive oil, which my sister said was really wonderful. But not open right now either.
Term leases, it says.
Yeah.
Hickory pine, wildflower.
Fully furnished with all bills paid. Little cabins. Cute, huh?